Lots of you will know that I'm a big believer in the power of expectations, and that having the wrong expectations can be incredibly damaging for people, and that actually it's really healthy to have our expectations in perspective. And so I was particularly interested in listening to a podcast recently which was talking about some of the qualities of those who have overcome severe trauma. And one of the qualities that particularly struck me was that those who are resilient, those who are not crushed or irrevocably damaged by trauma, are often those who do not expect to be free from suffering. They don't treat tragedy or suffering as an imposter. They don't ask, why me? They don't feel that the universe has discriminated against them. They don't look at others with jealousy or envy. Rather, they have a mindset that suffering is a part of life, and that therefore they are not angry, but they are thinking about how to move forward through a difficulty rather than stuck in the place of saying, why me? We used a great hymn on Sunday in our live stream, and the third verse says this: I know not what of good or ill may be reserved for me. I don't know what the future may hold, good or ill. And then he uses this lovely phrase of weary ways or golden days. We may have weary ways, we may have things that sap and drain and exhaust us and bring anxiety and sadness and danger. Or we may have golden days of celebration and thanksgiving. We do not know. Those days will come to all of us, weary ways or golden days. Before his face I see, before we meet Jesus. I know not when my Lord may come. I know not how or where. If I shall pass the veil of death or meet him in the air. We don't know whether Jesus will return or whether we will face death. It's not an imposter. It's part of life. And then in the chorus, the writer quotes 2 Timothy chapter 1, where Paul, writing to Timothy, talks of his experience of being in prison, of being beaten up for following Jesus. And he doesn't see that as an imposter. He doesn't see that as unfair. He simply says that it causes him no shame. Verse 12, because I know who I've believed. Because he believes in Jesus. And I am convinced, said Paul, that he's able to guard what I have entrusted to him until that day. I'm convinced that what I've put in his hands, my hope, my future, my soul, my eternal life, my well-being is in the safe hands of Jesus. And he will hold me through the suffering and into glory. And these weary ways will give way to golden days. So in the weary times, we don't say why, we say what next. So the hymn says, for I know whom I have believed, and I am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him. What have I committed to him? I've committed my life, my soul, my future, my salvation, my innermost being. Against that day, it's safe. I will be raised with Jesus. And there will be no more tears, no more crying, no more mourning, for the old order of things has passed away. And we may say, but I'm not worthy. And that's where the hymn begins. I know not why God's wondrous grace to me has been made known. Nor why, unworthy as I am, he claimed me as his own. But I know whom I've believed. Let's listen to our band.
I know not why God's wondrous grace to me hath been made known, nor why, unworthy as I am, he claimed me for his own.
But I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him against that day.
I know not how this saving faith to me he did impart, nor how believing in his word wrought peace within my heart.
But I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I've committed unto him against that day.
I know not how the Spirit moves, convincing men of sin, revealing Jesus through the Word, creating faith in him.
But I know who I have believed and am persuaded